What's up, guys? My name is Allegra. I am a makeup artist, esthetician, and I'm also an educator. And I've been doing this for 5-6 years now. I wanted to come on here because finding a makeup artist can be really difficult. Honestly, there's so many people who do makeup now. And so making the decision about what artist to pick can sometimes be a little bit confusing and a little bit intimidating also, I feel like. So I wanted to give you guys some tools about what you should be looking for in a makeup artist if you are booking them for your wedding especially, but also if you are just planning on booking them for a special occasion. This is probably also going to be helpful to other makeup artists out there. This may give you some distinction of why people may be booking with other artists and not you, why people are booking with you but not other artists. So this may give you some insight and may be helpful too. It also may help determine like what kind of clientele or what kind of person you're trying to attract based on what people look for when they're looking for a makeup artist. So here we go. Okay, tip numero uno. Number one, don't look for the lowest price makeup artist, okay? I know we all have a budget. I get it. Trust me, I do. I absolutely understand that. But are you going out and just looking for the cheapest makeup artist you could possibly find is not ever something that I would recommend, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why. Professional MUAs correlate their rates with experience. So typically, if somebody has a little bit more experience in this industry and is a little bit more savvy and a little bit more technique, they are going to charge more money. And you know, that's with anything in life. That's really the way that it should be. So rates usually correlate heavily with the experience that the artist has, okay? It also correlates with the service value. So, you know, you may be paying a small rate for somebody, but that service may not be an elevated service. They may not groom your brows. They may not cover your blemishes. There's a service elevation that usually correlates with a rate, okay? It also has to do with the products that they use in their kit. If an MUA is using really high priced items, they have to recoup that money. So usually their rates are a little bit higher. It just is what it is. You may be missing out on something imperative to you just because you don't want to pay. Okay, so it may be really important to you that you have an artist who ends up grooming your brows, but if you're not willing to pay for it and you just go for the cheapest artist, well, sis, you're not gonna get it. Okay, so keep that in mind. I do encourage people to stay within their budget though. Like if you're looking for an MUA, I would say create a budget. And then also think about the things that you want to come with your service. And I would say try to stay within that budget if you possibly can. But if you can't, just still be open to a little bit of leeway, okay? So again, rates will correlate with experience, the service level, as well as the products that they use. Number two, don't just book a makeup artist because they have a lot of followers. On Instagram, I don't have tons of followers, but I do have a large clientele. Followers don't equal skill. They don't, like they just don't. Followers equal popularity, okay? Some of the most amazing artists, even artists like OGs in the industry who all the new poppin' MUAs look up to, their Instagram or Facebook following or whatever isn't as big as some of the influencers, okay? So don't let the number of followers that a MUA has deter you from booking with them. You may be missing out on a really good artist and an amazing experience just because, you know, you're worried about some number at the little top of their profile. If you come across a MUA that has a lot of followers and you're thinking about booking them, I would say just make sure that you do your research, just with any other makeup artist. Like don't go with the MUA that has thousands of followers without doing research on them, doing research on the kind of work they do, look at their reviews, look at all of that stuff, okay? All of that is really important. You may find that you want something that they don't even offer, okay? So you may have this really great makeup artist with tons and tons of followers, but they may not offer the specific thing that you're looking for in your service experience. So do your research. Don't be booking people just because they're popular on Instagram, girl. That does not equal skill, okay? Number 3 is a really, really important one. Probably for me as a makeup artist, this is the most important one to me, and that is to find an MUA that aligns with your desired look. I can't tell you how many times I have ran into people who want a look that's totally different from the kind of makeup that I even do. Professional makeup artists post with intent, okay? So pay attention to what we post. So if you go on a makeup artist page and you see that all of their looks are super natural and soft and really just like no makeup, don't reach out to that artist and ask them to give you some full glam bombshell ass beat, because obviously they're advertising that specific look for a reason, because that's either A, the look that they enjoy the most, or B, just that is the aesthetic of the way that they do makeup. So pay attention to what the MUA is posting and showing you as far as work is concerned. Okay, don't try to change your MUA style, okay? Please, it should already resonate with you. Like, the artist that you book should be an artist that, like, when you look at their work, you're like, oh, yes, I wanna look just like that. That is how you should feel when you're booking your artist. You shouldn't go into it saying, oh, I love the looks that they do, but I really want them to give me something like totally different and opposite than what I'm seeing here. For instance, I don't know how I would necessarily categorize my makeup. I feel like it is teetering on glam, maybe more of a softer glam kind of look, especially because I don't go really heavy on the skin. But it's challenging for me when I have people who are like, I just want to look super natural. I just want to look like I have no makeup on. It's challenging for me because that's not my style. Like, that's not even my vibe at all. I can do it, of course, but it's not my vibe. Trying to control your MUA is gonna cause stress for everyone. So trying to put your MUA in a box that he or she is not in is going to be stressful for you, because you may not come out with the look that you wanted because you went with a makeup artist that doesn't do the looks you want. You know what I'm saying? And also, you're gonna stress your MUA out, okay? We do lots of makeup on a regular basis. And so when we get into it, I think all MUAs can relate with me on this. We wanna do the work that we enjoy. We wanna do the makeup that we enjoy and that makes us feel good. So trying to change who we are as an artist is super, super stressful. Again, make sure that you're taking the time to research the kind of looks that the artist does, and then decide from there, do I want to look like this, what I'm seeing in her portfolio, or no? And if it's a no, then we find somebody else who does. Number 4, find your artist recommendations through people that you trust. Vendor lists are helpful. A lot of times if you're booking a wedding, one of your main vendors, so like your photographer or the venue or the planner, may have a vendor list where they have a list of people that they like to work with. And a lot of times makeup artists and hairstylists end up on those lists. Vendor lists are helpful, don't get me wrong, but getting personal insight on experience that someone you know has had with an artist is really invaluable, okay? Especially if it's someone that you know well, because they can really speak to who you are and why you would enjoy them as an artist. So I always say take the time to talk to people around you, people who have gotten married maybe recently. Ask them, hey, who was your artist, you know? What was it like working with them? Those kind of things can be really helpful for you, because you can get the real tea. Okay, you can get the real tea, not just the little drummed up reviews that are left. Not to discredit those, because do pay attention to those, but somebody who knows you is gonna give you the real, okay? Always remember to ask your friends and family. A lot of times you can get referral discounts that way. Myself, as well as a lot of artists that I know, offer referral discounts. So if it's someone that knows a bride that I've worked with before, or a client that I've worked with before, a lot of times I offer a referral for them where they get a percentage off. So that kind of ties back to the whole budgeting, like trying to find the cheapest artist. A lot of times, if you are referred, you're gonna get a break in the price anyway. A lot of makeup artists do that as part of their policy. Okay, number 5. This one is probably the most important for you as somebody who's going to get their makeup done as a customer, as a client, as a consumer. And that's to book with an MUA that you actually like. Okay, somebody you like, somebody you feel like it would be fun to be around them. That hour that you spend with your makeup artist is really, really personal, and you want to enjoy yourself while you're getting your makeup done. I can't tell you like how weird it is. Like there's been times where I feel like me and the person don't quite, maybe we don't have the same sense of humor or whatever the case may be. And so that hour just drags, okay? And like, how awkward is that? How awkward is that for both of you? So most MUAs are on social media. Take the time to see what they post on social media, how they are in their stories, what do they do with their lives, how do they talk to people, how do they talk to their clients, and find someone that you actually like, someone that you actually enjoy. Also, you want to make sure that you find an artist that you are comfortable communicating with, because through this whole situation, communication is really, really key. Your makeup is going to be a combination of what you desire and then the artist's expertise. So you guys being able to communicate effectively is really, really important, and it's going to ensure that you end up leaving happy. If you guys your personalities just don't mesh, communication becomes really, really challenging, okay? So you want to make sure that it's somebody that you can clearly communicate with, y'all could talk to and have fun, and that will make you a lot more confident in the work that they're going to be doing for you. Makeup, in all honesty, is an experience. Like, it is 100% an experience, because at the end of the day, could someone learn the techniques that makeup artists do and do it themselves? Absolutely. 100% absolutely. That's why you have so many self-taught MUAs, because art is learned. It's a learned thing. It is not inherited. You don't have to be some super magical cosmic force to be able to do makeup. So when someone hires an artist, remember that you're hiring them for the experience, okay? And so that's where the personality of the artist and yours come into play, because that's going to heavily dictate how that experience goes. Just to keep it real with you, there's 1,000,001 makeup artists. There's 1,000,000 people that do the same thing. And the reason why certain people book with other certain people, a lot of times it's just because of the experience that they can offer. It aligns with what they want. It aligns with who they are. And so it's always nice to come into a situation with someone who is like-minded, or at least y'all got a common ground, you got the same sense of humor, something of the sort, something that you guys can relate on. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. If you have any other questions about how to find an MUA, please let me know in the comments. If you're a makeup artist and you have more questions about what a client could possibly be looking for when they are searching for an MUA, let me know in the comments as well. I hope you guys found this really helpful, okay? And remember that this isn't just for weddings. Like, weddings is of course the biggest thing like that people think about when we think of booking an artist, but this is for special events. This is for a night out, going to the club, even like whatever the case may be. It's all important, and all of these things apply. So thank y'all. See you later.